Welcome back to War with Cinema. I'm your host, Greg, your local metalhead, and with me is...
Par the Collector. What's up, everybody?
And tell me how much you loved this Nicolas Cage crazy movie called Mandy.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. You're fucking ruining Nick Cage for me. Like I love Nick Cage so much because when I was a kid, he was in so many bangers, bro. So many hits. Mm-hmm. And then he kind of kept going to my teenage years. They weren't as consistent as they used to be, but you'd still like every 4 years be like, man, you remember that good Nick? Oh yeah, the Nick Cage movie was fucking awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is one of them.
Why doesn't he do more of those, man? Like
exactly. Why doesn't he do more of these?
And then we hit the B movie era, bro. But I will say this before we get into it too much. I saw a preview for another one of his shit movies before I watched this shit movie, and it fucking it actually looked pretty good. I want to see it.
Which one?
We might have to do it. Dog Eat Dog. It's him and Willem Dafoe and some other like dude. I don't know who he is.
Don't think I've seen that one,
dude. I mean, he makes 20 movies a year. There's no way.
Yeah, it's hard to fucking. Like, the funniest part is going on like Vudu and then search by actor. And then go to Nicolas Cage. It's just never ending.
The shitty part is probably this is the only place you can find some of these fucking things.
That's true.
Dude, I was so upset today, bro. One of my favorite TikTokers fucking quit TikTok, man.
Really?
Yeah, because he said people that followed him kept getting messages from people asking for their credit card and shit like that. And I mean, I haven't been on TikTok very long, but I've never had it happen. Knock on wood.
Right. But
he's such a good guy, and he's always fucking giving away Blu-rays, bro. Like, he gives Blu-rays out like once every other day.
Really?
And all you have to do is just be following him and like his video and leave a comment.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing on here is like just having random movies, like a copy of the movie we're doing and being like, hey, if you comment on this or whatever,
dude, you don't know
I'll pick somebody and mail it to you.
Yeah, bro, you have no idea how bad I've been wanting to do shit like that, but I'm such a cheap motherfucker and don't want to pay to ship something to fucking Canada or South America or wherever the fuck these people live that win.
Exactly.
Not to say that like, hey man, I really appreciate you supporting me, but I'm not paying $75 to send you a dollar movie, bro. I'm sorry. We love you. Like, thank you for watching.
It is the difference between us because you go and like if a movie's more than $1, you won't pay for it. I just bought Waterworld for $30. So
yeah, dude, you're fucking killing it. Steezing on me, bro. Honestly. Is that Nigel? It's goddamn beautiful is what it is.
Maybe one day we'll get to that though, that we can actually like do giveaways or whatever and send stuff
bro,
out.
That's the fucking dream, bro. Send a fucking shirt with it and all this other shit. Sign the movie.
I know. I keep thinking of getting like shirts made because I want to do Par. Like I give it a 7. Par the Collector.
Maybe 7.2.
7.2.
Anyways, bro, don't distract me anymore, bro. This fucking movie.
You're the one that brought up fucking TikTok.
This fucking movie. It did. And I just heard about it right before I came over here.
Oh, I see. Well, writer-director, Pansos
Cage.
Cosmatos. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but it stars Nicolas Cage, Andrea Riseborough.
Don't fuck his name up, bro. We're probably the only people that reviewed this shit.
This is very true. Well, this is like his only second movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Andrea Riseborough, Linus Roche, but yeah. So, what'd you think of this movie?
I don't think I've ever, in all the time we've been doing this, you've given me such a wide range of films. Mm-hmm. And I don't call them movies because some of them really aren't movies. They are films.
Yeah, they're art pieces.
They are fucking hour and a half, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hour, art sets.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever hated a movie so much that you've given me.
I kind of had that feeling
for this one because first of all, I'm going to say start it off, bro. Chop 20 out of the first 40 minutes of this motherfucker out. And I love it. Yeah. Honestly, though. I get it that you had to show how much they were in love and you know what I mean? But like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I
watched that chick have like 12 fucking dreams. I'm like, come on, bro. Fucking get this bitch going.
Yeah, I was watching it with the wife and I was telling her, I'm like, this is the longest setup to a movie. I paused it and it was at an hour and I'm like, we're still at the setup.
Now, like that scene where they're laying in the bed and she's telling them about the dream, the nightmare with their dad and the little birds and all that.
Yeah.
Like, I get like that was a good scene. I was like, all right, now see, like that's all you needed was to prove that they were just like soulmates. That love was super strong,
Mm-hmm.
which makes the second act that much. I mean, maybe that's why he spends so much time on it because the fucking second act's brutal as fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's why I told you, if you can get through the first hour, the second hour is like the payoff.
you got a fucking cult, like a death cult.
Yeah, it's based off. It has similarities to Charles Manson.
Yeah, I was gonna say they make acid, and then he died, and then. Oh, I won't just get onto that just yet, but I got like a great fucking joke for that one.
Well, don't forget it.
So yeah, the death cult or whatever, they just happen to be riding by in their van, and you know the leader sees
Mandy.
Yep, sees Mandy,
and he like instantly like falls in love with her for some reason. He just loves her like innocence.
So
Jeremiah Sand is the cult land.
Okay, yeah, that was
cult leader.
That was gonna bother me if I couldn't remember.
Me too.
So they go back and they're chilling somewhere, little hideout or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's laying on like a little bunk, and there's like a probably she's an older woman, I'd say middle aged, 40s, and I think her name's Linda or something,
probably,
something like that. And he's just fucking going off on her. It's kind of funny. He's, I'm so sorry, Jeremiah. You're fucking worthless. Nothing you have ever done has been fucking worthless. Everything you've ever been is worthless. Like, you're just shitting on her. Go get brother so-and-so and leave me the fuck alone. Don't say a word. And she's like, I'm sorry. He's like, don't say a fucking word.
Fun fact, apparently Charles Manson used to call his followers pigs as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Like, they mirrored Charles Manson's character or, persona.
I got more of like a David Koresh vibe out of him.
Yeah.
But definitely did a great job of being fucking creepy. I know I've seen him in something else.
I know, I think I've seen him too, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was.
Yeah, I would know he played an asshole in that one too, whatever it was. He plays the heavy.
Yeah.
It made me think of Tarantino. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Because that's like that's the vibe I got from that movie too, similarity in that. But
yeah, it has the very like raw, artsy feel to it.
So Linda goes and gets Tex, which that's not his name, but that's who he reminds me of from that shit too. Is fucking Tex from Charles Manson's fucking crew.
Right.
And I want you to go get her. I need her. Bring her to me. Take these bikers and, which is fuck. I'm getting to it. But yes, whatever you want. Whatever you want. And he goes and he's like, I knew I could count on you.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes and meets these he meets Slipknot on bikes pretty much.
Well, I was thinking more Gwar.
Nah, Gwar's not quite as, they're more like, I don't know. They got prosthetics and shit. Like they wear like fucking big giant like masks. And, like these dudes were straight up Slipknot. The dude that's fucking doing LSD, like smoking meth and fucking jerking off watching porn. I'm like, yeah, this is definitely like a Slipknot video. Like this is definitely like one of some of their earlier shit.
Right.
Before they added the other 5 guys. There's only like 4 of them.
Right. I don't know. I think they were like otherworldly. They didn't really say.
No,
they're not human.
No, they did. They did.
Did they?
Yeah, fucking. This is one of my favorite. I would say there was 3 moments in this movie that I just fucking loved, and then there was, but the first one was the Bill Dukes, the Bill Dukes cameo.
Okay,
he goes to get his fucking crossbow. I love that part.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
That's the second part. Here, I'm getting to the first part. Anyways, you have the cult. They have a fucking thing of bikers. I'm going to give it to you. But later on in that cameo, Bill Duke says that he gave them a special, because he made LSD. That's how he made his money. That's how he got these people to follow him.
Right.
He fucking fooled them full of LSD. And then he just like, you do sound like Jesus after a while. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he gave these bikers a thing of LSD that they're super addicted to. Like they need it. but their brains are fucking gone. So like they don't feel pain. That's why they had all shit drilled into their face and wore fucking masks and like, suffocated themselves because they were just fucking gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense later in the movie whenever.
The only confusing part to me was how they had enough fucking oxygen going through their brain to ride a motorcycle and use motorcycle skills and shit. But
right.
I can even let that go because they were fucking cool. They were a good part of that movie.
Right. So they hire these bikers to come abduct
and
Mandy.
He gives them that cup, and that's how I knew, because it doesn't tell you what's in this fucking mason jar. It's this murky ass swamp water looking shit in here, and this dude's chugging it like fucking milk through like a fucking fang opening in his little mask, and he's it was fucking gross as shit, bro. This is like the third movie in a row you've given me. It's just ridiculously fucking gross.
You know what?
For no fucking reason, bro.
Right. You know what I love about giving you these movies, though, is like how passionate you are about them. Like even when we're talking about your movies, you're not nearly as passionate as talking about these crazy ass movies.
I'm gonna tell you, bro, because when we first started doing this, I told you like I didn't want you to think that you gave me these movies and I just said I watched them. Like I watched like 20 minutes of it and that's all I had. I want to let you know that like if I do dislike it, it's because I fucking thoroughly paid attention. And I'm telling you that the movie fucking sucked or I did not enjoy it at all. So, but anyways, so they hire the bikers, but he's just chugging this fucking milk, this LSD milk or whatever. And they go and they fucking kidnap Nick Cage and they just take over their little place because they're up in the mountains.
Yeah, he's a lumberjack.
Yeah, it's a really good scene of him, chopping down a tree, like in the 35-minute opening to this movie.
Yeah, right.
He gets on a fucking helicopter. They offer him a soda or a beer, and he's like, "No, I need to get back to my love in the mountain." He rides up in that Ford. Dude, once again, bro, Nick Cage has got to be in the contract. Got to have a badass truck or car or a motorcycle to ride in a fucking movie, dude.
I mean, if I was going to do movies, that would be in my contract too. Like, I would just want to drive like badass vehicles.
As long as he's not like having to give up money or like fucking food for it, I guess. But no, dude, if this guy doesn't drive a 68 Camaro, like I can't get into character. I can't even do it.
You think Gone in 60 Seconds like broke him? Like, I just have to drive these cars all the time.
Like that's why he didn't do National Treasure 3. There's no fucking cars. You literally showed me on a fucking steamboat in the last one. Where are the fucking cars? Nick, you're getting crazy. I'm fucking crazy. Get a Chevelle in here right fucking now.
Right.
Yeah. So the Colt the fucking Colt and / biker gang go in there and take her and fuck him up. They're beating the shit out of him and everything. And they tie him up with like some fucking
barbed wire.
Yeah, barbed wire, razor wire. And this is the most fucked up shit. This is like one of the top 5 shittiest things I've watched in a movie.
Well, before that, they take her back to the cult.
Yeah. That was a crazy ass
And they
part
give her the LSD. This is one of the artsy parts that I actually really liked about it. It seems a little excessive, but I think it works.
It was just too long for me. Like they drug out on it.
If I have a gripe about this movie, it is a little too long and the director is wanking a little too much on screen. Like if he could cut that down a little bit, it would be a little better. But that being said,
it was like excessive celebration.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he gives her the LSD and he's trying to like...
I even like she pulls this fucking death hornet out of the fucking jar and makes it stinger and it's like half alive. Who knows how long it's been in that fucking jar.
Right. I think it like paralyzes her or something.
I think that's what it was meant to do. Like, it was like she goes, and that's the fucking cherry on top. Old Linda in there doping people up, dude. Old Linda in there. Yeah, because he's got 2 chicks.
Yeah.
He's got an old broad and then he's got a younger broad, which, I mean, she wasn't bad looking. I don't know what he saw in Nick Cage's old lady that he was just like, I gotta have it.
Right.
But she did have some crazy big eyes. Like, she reminded me of that lady from The Shining.
You know what's so crazy is I was watching Red Letter Media and they said the exact same thing.
Yeah,
literally.
She does look like Shelley, what's her name?
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall. Yeah. Is that Robert Duvall's old lady?
I don't know.
Or I wonder if they're related.
I'm not sure.
I have to look that up.
Okay.
But yeah, she had them eyes that just look through your soul. So I'm thinking that's probably
big, doe-eyed, innocent. But I love the part. Like, it's one of my favorite parts. Is he gives her the LSD, and she's going under. And I love how the camera kind of like plays on what it would be like to be on LSD kind of thing, what she would be going through, experiencing or whatever. And then he takes off his robe and his little dick's hanging out, and she just
it's literally
laughs.
like a fucking micro dick.
Yeah,
and she just dies laughing at him.
She laughs in his face. Well, because she knows that's the only thing she has like against him is like.
Well, she can't run. She can't do nothing.
Right. So the only thing she can do is just laugh in his face and not take him seriously, and he just gets like furious, and that's when we're getting to the part.
Well, because he gets all of his power from being in control. Because he has everybody in the cult watching him. And the bikers are outside keeping an eye on Nick Cage.
Right.
So, yeah.
So now she like laughs at him. He
Laughs
gets
at him.
mad. So that's when we get to the part that you were about to get to.
So he goes outside and they start beating the fuck out of Nick Cage some more. And then he takes this long ass fucking like dagger and gives him one right under the fucking ribs. Probably bleeds out in 20 minutes. I don't know. Movies, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
Movies.
he goes, "You think your love is something I haven't seen before? You think you're that strong?"
Oh my God, I completely forgot about this part. Yeah, go ahead.
Dude, fucking beautiful scene. This was my my first favorite scene in the movie.
Yeah.
Not like favorite, but like I just thought it was just so like it was crazy ass scene, and like it made the movie better to me. This is where I finally was like, okay. You know what I mean?
I know it took an hour to get here, but we're here.
not just visual porn. All right, give me some story.
Right.
And he said, "Let me show you what love is. Let me show you how much she loves me." And he puts like 3 bullets in a fucking...
No, he just puts the one.
Is it just one?
Yeah.
Okay, he puts a bullet in the fucking...
Yeah, Russian roulette. Russian roulette.
And he says, "Prove how much you love me." And she fucking doesn't even like flinch. Dude.
Yeah.
Takes the gun back from her. And he goes,
"That's rough." Or something like that. Yeah.
And watch what I think of your love or some shit like that. And they fucking bring a big bag out, like a burlap sack, and they tie it up to a thing, and then they pour that shit. He and all of his people pour gasoline all over this poor girl, and they light her up, and he has to watch his woman, his soulmate, get burned alive, and he's
pretty
fucking
brutal.
bleeding, and he's all bloody, and he's trying to fucking get out, and he can't get out.
Yeah. I think you needed an intense scene like that to set up the rest of the movie.
Well, because then it's like everything he does afterwards. Like if they don't have that scene, then this movie goes completely off the fucking rails. And I'm like yelling at you right now. Why'd you make me watch this stupid fucking shit? Which brings me to my second favorite scene in this movie. When he goes fucking ape shit in that bathroom, like he's just breaking the fuck down.
Oh, this is, I'm glad you brought this up. 100% improv.
Oh yeah, dude.
Nick's.
Yeah, I looked at this and I said he was just having a bad day.
Yeah.
Like, and they got it on camera.
Fun fact, Nicolas Cage just went through a divorce of 14 years before he shot this movie. So that he said that's how he was able to get into character.
Oh yeah.
Is like just the divorce. Because he said he was blindsided by it. He didn't see it coming or anything. It was just kind of like he woke up one day and...
Nick, we're $20 million in debt. You just had to buy a fucking tiger, didn't you?
Did you know he was married to Elvis Presley's daughter?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Before she married Michael Jackson.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I don't know why. I looked
Maybe
because
it was after. I think it was before.
I think it was before. But he's been married like 5 or 6 times. And I noticed one of them was Elvis Presley's daughter. I did not know that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he was going through a divorce, so he was able to get into character. But the improv in this scene was just amazing to me.
He just got married again.
Oh, I believe it.
She's like 20.
I mean, you are Nicolas Cage. You can do those kind of things.
It's like some smoking hot Asian chick. Like, good for you, Nick. Good for you, bro.
Right.
So, yeah, complete fucking breakdown. He's bleeding. He's pouring fucking alcohol on his wounds. Mm-hmm. He's just fucking breaking down. And it's like, it's vintage Nick Cage. Yeah. Like, they just turn the camera on and walk the fuck out. Hey, bro, you do what you got to do. We'll come back in and edit it later.
Exactly, yeah.
And he just literally, you just see him just fucking, he starts crying and he's fucking yelling and he's mad. And it's just like super passionate, bro. And you feel it for him. Like, you feel that shit. Because, like, if any man had to witness that, it would fucking tear your soul out of your body.
Right.
So, that's why it was my second favorite scene. And not because I mean, it was fucking crazy. But, like, I count those two as one.
I'm glad you liked that scene, though. Because it was a really good scene.
Well, like I said, it made the rest of the movie pay off.
Exactly.
Because if I'm him, like I'm not maybe not the exact same thing, but like
it's close to it. Yeah, it's not far from. But
somebody got to go.
Fun fact is, the director lost his mom and dad, and he said this movie is based on dealing with grief, like the rage and grief dealing with that process.
Oh, well, this dude chose violence all the way, which I mean, like I said, you fully understand.
So after this is when he goes and meets up with
Bill Dukes, which I don't know what is
old as fuck.
He's just the old dude I guess he like fixed his crossbow for him.
I love that cameo though.
Dude, it was fantastic, and he makes the movie like, to me, that saved the movie. That's how good that cameo was, just because the way he set it up and he gave the backstory on the bikers. That's why I said you're like, they don't really explain it. They do. Bill Dukes gives you the breakdown.
I need to rewatch it and go and pay attention to that again.
He gives him those arrows, and he's like, what are you gonna do with them? He's like, I'm going hunting. He's like, what are you hunting? He's like, some bikers. Then he breaks down again. It's just a great scene. And Bill Dukes doesn't even overact. He doesn't act surprised. Like, he just, like, Nick Cage just fucking goes off the cuff, and like he just keeps going, and it's a great scene.
It is, yeah.
And he tells him like, we're the last place those bikers were seen, and you need to know that they ain't right. So the shit wrong, like they don't feel pain, they don't do this, know. So he finds like their trap house where they like just do drugs. And
before that, he makes one of the badass weapons I've ever seen in a movie.
Oh my god, yeah, I almost forgot his fucking Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's fucking insane. I want one of them motherfuckers, dude.
Right. I want to hang one on my fucking wall.
Dude, for real, bro. It's chromed the fuck out, dude. Yeah, it's like an axe with like 13 fucking blades hanging off that shit. Like, it looks like the weapon they'll use in gladiator arenas in 2055.
Exactly.
Like,
it was so badass.
It's pretty cool. Like, I'll even go as far as say like probably top 10 coolest movie weapons I've seen.
100%, yeah.
If we're talking about not like phasers and shit like that, the powers, we're talking about just straight weapon.
Yeah. Physical, just weapon.
Yeah, it's got to be in top 10. It's up there with like the fucking Highlander sword and stuff like that.
Up there with Frostmjorn. I know you don't know what that is, but any nerds out there that play WoW know what it is. It's a WoW sword that's like probably the coolest looking sword I've ever seen in my life.
Excalibur.
Yeah, right.
King Arthur sword type shit. So yeah, he makes the weapon, and then he's in that fucking badass truck just fucking doing 120 through the backwoods of wherever the fuck they're at.
Right, and that's when he gets to the trap house.
And, well, before that, he fucking gets one of them in traffic. He chills out in the woods, and he fucking hits him with
right, yeah.
He hits him with the crossbow, and he thinks he's fucking dead. He walks up on him, the dude pulls the fucking arrow out of his face, and I think he kills that guy.
Oh, definitely. He kills everybody. Everybody's dead.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that's the only one he gets because they capture his ass.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's down there locked up in that thing, and the one that captured him, who was with the other one, he's like, she's still burning in hell. Like, and he's fucking like beating the shit out of him. Well, he gets out of his little shackle that they got him strapped up to like a fucking water pipe. Breaks off, beats that motherfucker to death with it, throws him down like 4 flights of fucking stairs, somehow still alive. Because they're gone, dude. They don't have no feeling, bro. I'm telling you.
They're just meth heads.
Super LSD is what it is, which is crazy as shit. It's probably not even possible.
Yeah.
Unless they're just like PCP.
I mean, have you seen meth heads? They're pretty indestructible.
But they didn't go with meth. They went with LSD.
I know, but
that's why I said unless it was like a super mix, and I didn't catch that part. Well, the one dude, he's got fucking clumps of something, either coke or meth or something, because Nick Cage gets him a big old scoop of that shit off a piece of broken glass.
Oh yeah, the dude's like sniffing it off the coffee table, and that's when Nick Cage breaks in and they fight.
Well, he thinks he's gonna just walk up and murk his ass, but he sees his reflection in the fucking 80s porn he's watching.
Right.
Which that was badass when he kills the biker gang. By far the best part of the movie. Like, he kills Slipknot so beautifully, so ruthlessly. When he stabs that fucking dude through the neck and all that blood's pouring in his fucking mouth, I almost fucking threw up, bro.
Right?
It was so brutal, dude.
Brutal. Yeah, it had a lot of like, because this was supposed to be based in 1983, so it had a lot of like 80s.
Oh yeah, I
like,
forgot to even mention
tropes.
that fucking part. Yeah, but.
Like when he throws the axe and it sticks in the guy's like skull. I was like, wow, that's so like 80s.
It's
I
cool
loved
though.
it.
Yeah,
It was
cool.
amazing. And then one of my hands down favorite parts of this movie is the fucking chainsaw scene.
Oh yeah.
Nick Cage has his chainsaw and he can't get it started. And the other biker gang guy fucking takes out this 10-foot long chainsaw. It was beyond ridiculous, and I loved every second of it.
And they're chainsaw fighting, and he finally gets it going and saws the dude.
No, he pushes the dude on the saw, and it just
that's right.
eats him alive. It was fucking amazing, and I loved it. I realized I'm a person of excess. Like, I don't want anything to be just like, you know, in the middle ground. I want everything to just be exaggerated to the point of like ridiculousness, and that's exactly what this movie is.
Oh yeah, it definitely goes there.
Yeah,
It does.
so he takes out the biker gang, like he kills everybody. He has one last person to take care of.
Now the whole cult got to go. The whole cult got to go. Which, like I said, that scene is so powerful in that movie that it fuels the rest of this fucking movie with kerosene
Yeah,
and napalm. Yeah, like it's fucking so fast paced, in your face. Like I said, it's almost like he felt bad about the first 45. Like, I can't believe y'all let me leave this shit in here. You could have let me cut a couple things out. Like, this movie's 3 fucking hours. Wait, you let me cut some of this shit out. Yeah, I get it. It looks great, bro. You don't have to be on my dick that much, dude. Sorry, folks. In the Q&A afterwards.
right.
But so he goes there, and then him and Mandy go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes through
Mandy, what are you talking about?
the axe.
Oh, right. Yeah, the axe's named Mandy. You're right.
Yeah, him and Mandy go to work, and it's just very gratifying. He literally kills everybody, and then the last dude gets it the worst, and that's what you want.
It's the best fucking line. Like, they have this like back and forth. He's trying to talk Nick Cage, and Nick Cage just, well, we didn't even talk about the part where Nick Cage tastes the LSD and it kills off his humanity.
Yeah.
Like, it completely, he makes him one of the biker gangs.
I forgot about that.
Same. So now Nick Cage is like, he's not gonna like turn him eventually, like at this moment. And then Nick Cage just yells, "I'm your god now," with his hands on the both sides of this guy's skull, about to crush it. Like, that is the best scene. I loved that scene.
Yeah, that dude definitely, it's a very gratifying death, like, because he was a good villain, because like you're happy, you're like fucking cheering.
Yeah, exactly. Any cult leader is like, you know, needs to fucking die.
I haven't seen a ton of movies with cults, because like I just watched a little mini doc on cults the other day, and it kind of got my interest, because you got to think, like, it's fucking terrible that people are that, you know,
gullible?
Yeah, and that easily influenced.
Swayed, yeah.
You know, but at the same time, you got to think that is fucking crazy that somebody speaks with that much volition and so much, you know, strength in their voice that they can literally make people do fucking terrible things.
Right.
Like, is it one of the most shittiest things hearing about Charles Manson and what he had those people doing to them? Yes.
Yeah.
But the fact that he did it, like, that's insane to me, man. I don't know. I find it interesting that, like, he fucking Jedi mind tricked people in real life, dude.
It's a both and. Like, they're great speakers and very influential to certain people, and then there are those people that are very, I hate saying weak-minded, but it kind of, that's what it is. They're easily led, and you get those two people together and it creates something pretty horrific.
Well, I mean, Charles Manson also fucking dosed his people with LSD like a motherfucker.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is you get these like certain kind of people, and well, the thing is it's about community. Like, you find these people that are down in their luck, rejects, that feel like they have nothing, outsiders, and you give them something to look for. Right, exactly. Kind of like the Juggalo cult.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It's not quite that bad there.
No. They're
I've also never been to a gathering, and I hear those are fucking wild.
They're harmless. They're having fun in their own clown makeup way, and I have nothing against them. I'm just not into the whole cultish.
I think that they love the fact that they're hated. You know what I'm saying?
I think so too.
If they were ever mainstream, like, accepted, like, they would be like, nah, man, why are we even doing this anymore?
Well, that's kind of like a lot of people in the metal scene, kind of like black metal elitist. It's a cult within itself, And if they got too mainstream, like they're very gatekeeperish.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. But anyway.
I just find ICP fascinating in itself just because these two dudes literally with no fucking radio play and, you know, little to no promotion, man. They're fucking multi-millionaires.
Well, that's why I love Tech 9 too. He's the same way.
But you know where he got the playbook? He'll tell you in like 5 different interviews, bro. Like, man, if it wasn't for Insane Clown Posse, like showing me what's up, like taking me on the road with them, showing me the ropes. He's like, I was signed to so many fucking major labels. He goes, and then I started doing it myself because I saw them do it.
Right.
He goes, and they're the blueprint.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you may hate ICP, but you you can hate the player, but you can't hate the game.
Exactly. You can't hate the hustle, man, because those dudes fucking literally got it out the mud. They literally had nothing.
Yeah, so you may not like them, but you can't help but respect them. I have to say, since we got on this subject, like, this is one of the most metal movies I've seen. Like, it's very metal. It's like psychedelic metal, and I think that's why I like it so much, because the soundtrack, the content, and everything. It's
funny that you mentioned the fact that it wasn't 83, because it made me think about it. Like, this does have, to me, it's got a very slasher, like grindhouse. You know what I mean? Like like a 80s slasher movie, like a not a well-known one. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the vibe I get off of this movie now. Yeah,
you take all those elements and then the neon like scene, and you kind of smash them together with a little bit of metal sprinkled in. Oh my god. And then the final scene is one of my like favorite scenes, because it harpens back to so back in the fucking 90s, there were bands that lit churches on fire in Europe. Like, because that was kind of like the thing to do when you were black metal, is to light churches on fire. And when you see him after he kills the cult leader, is the fucking temple is on fire. I just thought it was a nice little element sprinkled in there, because it harpens back to the whole metal world.
Yeah, you know, it's very sad, very I don't know, man, it's a very brutal movie.
It is. Yeah, and it's actually a pretty heavy movie if you like.
When I sat down at fucking 11 or 9:30 last night to watch this, I'm thinking to myself, like, what is this? You know, he kind of told me what it was about, but he didn't really tell me what it was about. And
it's better if you go into it like just not knowing anything.
I'm glad I went into it like that, but like I said, it was a very brutal, like very crazy movie, and. Like I said, the last 40 minutes of it saved it for me.
Yeah, I kind of figured. That's why I wanted to give it to you, because if the whole thing was like the first hour, I'm like, he's not going to like this. It's not going to be fun. But then I got to the second half, and I'm like, oh my God.
Second and third act, they bring it home.
Right.
I don't know. It doesn't just stay silly. It gets, like, I don't know. There's some real heart to it, I guess.
Right. It turns into like an art house film into like a slasher 80s neon
revenge
film.
Movie,
right?
And nobody does crazy better than Nick Cage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So the budget on this was $6 million, and it only made 1 point something million, which sucks because I love these kind of movies. But it's kind of harpens back to what you were saying, is like, if he would have cut the beginning, the first hour down a little bit and made it a little bit more accessible, I think a lot more people would love this film.
See, I feel like that's the biggest problem with him nowadays, man. And I get it. Like, he's making movies that he wants to do.
Yeah.
Movies that he loves, you know, like he loves that character, or he gets behind that guy or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, he really wants to be cool with that director or whatever. But at the same time, man, you got to give them one too, man.
Yeah, that's
you got to do one. You got to play ball every now and then.
Yeah. I don't know if he's. I don't know. I'm trying to think of movies that would have considered him playing ball, quote unquote. Because like you have Mandy, you have Color Out of Space, you have Mom and Dad.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Willy's Wonderland. These are all like culty films.
Yeah, they make jokes. They made a joke in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back between Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Like, what'd I tell you? You got to do one for you, one for them, and then one for your friend, because he says he owes you one. And then they both look at the camera to like tell Kevin Smith, like, you're lucky we know you, bitch. Like, you're lucky we were friends, you know? But that's the thing with Nick Cage. It's one for me, one for me, one for me, one for me. And, you know,
if I'm going to play like devil's advocate, I fucking love like, I'm going to say this again. I said it on the last podcast. I love this era of Nick Cage. I don't really care for when Willy's Wonderland. Like, I wish it was a little better. But Color Out of Space, I fucking loved. And this movie, I love. It probably made it into my, like, top 20.
I can't believe I'm even saying this, but, like, people love Willy's Wonderland, bro.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a cult following out
I think
there.
me and you are the only two people that didn't think that movie was very good.
Right. I just, like, there were certain elements that I don't care for, but I do see the appeal.
Yeah, a guy I follow on
didn't do
TikTok,
it.
he's like, this is my favorite Nick Cage movie. I'm like, well, calm the fuck down, bro. Like,
Yeah. It does have a, because I posted Mandy on my movie group, and this one guy was like, oh, I'm in the middle of getting Mandy, Color Out of Space, and Willy's Wonderland as like a trilogy cult movie, and I'm just like, you can leave one of those out, but you know,
Color Out of
if you
Space.
like it, no, Willy's Wonderland. I fucking love Color Out of Space.
I don't know why.
I love
I
that
honestly
movie.
don't know why.
My brother has it, and I'm gonna get it back from him so I can watch it again.
Hopefully he did you a favor and fucking gave it
I
away.
don't know, man. I lost it. I don't know where it's at.
Cut scene to him throwing it. Pull! He shoots with a fucking shotgun. Yeah, I didn't enjoy Willy's Wonderland. I mean, I didn't hate it by any means, but
It's a
like,
very middle of the road. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
there was a couple little, haha, that was funny or whatever, but
Right.
it's very predictable and I don't know. But
Mhm.
I still enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Color Out of Space. Color Out of Space was rough. Like, it was hard watch for me.
This is top tier, then Color Out of Space, and then Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, this by far is the best out of any of the Nick Cage movies we've done. By far.
Have you seen Mom and Dad?
No, you showed me the preview and we were going to watch it, but we never did.
Yeah, I'm waiting for another Ben Affleck movie. I told you, you give me a Ben Affleck movie, I'm
give me a
going to
Nick Cage
rebuttal with a Nick Cage movie.
Dude, I'm volunteering for a Nick Cage movie, bro. If we can get Dog Eat Dog, like, I'm going to try to look it up, see if I can find it on one of my streaming services.
Right.
And if I can, we'll do that for one of yours if you want.
So, what do you rate this? Where is this on the par meter?
You're going to be mad.
7.1.
I really did want to give it a 7, bro.
Yeah.
I did. But the first 45 pissed me off so bad that when I actually did start enjoying it, like, I was just like, fuck this.
Yeah. I get it.
So I'm going to go 695.
Shut the fuck up.
695.
Eventually, you're just gonna start turning into the fucking pie, like a never-ending 3.14864.
Nah, just 95. It was almost a 7. I'm that West German judge, bro. Like,
Yeah, I fucking love this movie, and I can't recommend it enough. Like,
and I figured you did.
If you can get past the first hour, I'm telling you, it has the best payoff.
My wife walked through the living room a couple times while I was watching it, but she only walked through in the first 45.
Yeah.
She looked at it, she's like, why does Greg like this shit? She didn't. And I said, I don't know, man. I was like, I'm hoping it picks up here in a minute or something. And so she had went to bed, and then like today we were talking on the phone while I was at work, and she's like, so how bad was that fucking movie last night? And I was like, I ain't gonna lie, it bounced back in the back half of it, And he told me it started pretty slow, but I didn't think he meant that long. But yeah, I mean, the second half of the movie was actually pretty good. I would watch it again.
Yeah,
I would start at fucking chapter 2.
Just start whenever they start burning his wife, and like there you go.
Yeah, that is really, it's like on fucking it's on like speed after that, man.
Yeah.
It's just
that way you get the setup and then you get the rest of the movie. Because I understand, like, I personally love the first half of this movie. It's like right up my alley. But I get it, it's not for everyone. That's why I told you, I'm like, please get through the first half. I don't want you to turn it off beforehand because I know you probably wanted to.
No. I mean, like I said, we've done this long enough, bro. Like I'm in it for the long haul. Like I tough it up.
I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with that. I don't think you've turned off any of my movies.
That's how I tell you I'm growing as a person, because not only do I not turn them off, but like this podcast has suffered because I've hated some of your movies so much that I've given you movies that I didn't want to give you.
Yeah.
Just to try to piss you off. Like I got pissed off.
Right.
And there's a couple episodes that we did that I really just wish I hadn't picked. Like it's not that I don't like the movie, but I don't like it enough to do an episode on it again. But
I feel the same way. I was actually going through our podcast because like I just like listening to the progression of our audio because it actually gets a little better each time, in my personal opinion. I feel like I'm growing as an editor.
you have?
But there's some movies that I'm like, I really wish I wouldn't give that to Nick. Like, I don't love it that
Some
much.
of them I felt like I was just like, I feel like he's just trying to make me seem like I'm a dumbass because like some of them I just really like I was confused as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, bro, like this shit's going over my head, and I rewind it and I'd be like, I don't know.
So let me say this: a lot of these art movies are, it shouldn't make you feel dumb. You should really focus on how it's making you feel.
Well, that's what I started taking out of it. I was just like, well, maybe he's like, how do you
Exactly. Like,
how did you
Frame-
interpret that? You know what I mean?
Right. That's why I love Frame so much, is because it's like there's no definitive answer to what's going on. It's no. Synecdoche, New York is a better version of what I'm trying to say. Synecdoche, New York has so much going on that it's like, what did that make you feel? Because it's not about being like smart or understanding the movie.
That's all I got from that movie. It was just like bad feels.
It is a very downer film, but everyone gets a little bit different. Like the first time I watched it, I got a certain feeling about like not being good enough and trying to be. And then the second time I watched it, I, took it as like losing people and stuff like that or whatever. You can interpret that movie so many different ways. It's not about being smart. It's about what it's making you feel.
Right.
And that's a lot of the movies that I give you. I mean, this one's just off the wall, just craziness. So it's not up that alley, but.
That one, and then that was another one that it was just ridiculously fucking long.
Yeah.
So slow paced, man. Like, Philip Seymour Hoffman, fucking R.I.P. Dude was a national treasure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Phenomenal fucking actor.
Absolutely.
And he, obviously carried that fucking movie. I mean, it's unwatchable if he's not in it.
Well, I was going to say, like, that, but also this. Like, even though this is one of those crazy Nick Cage movies, I don't think you could put anybody else in the driver's seat other than Nick Cage and it would be as good.
Nah, probably not. Nobody would have committed like that.
Not at all.
That bathroom scene, dude, nobody's doing that.
100%. And there's a couple of scenes too that it's like he brings his Nick Cage-ness to it.
I was just about to say, bro, there's a couple scenes in this movie like where I'm like, fuck, man, this feels like 90s Nick Cage right here, man.
Right.
Like, this is fucking, this is some Con Air right here, dude. This is some rock. I feel it. Like, gone to 60.
I feel this is him getting back into his element. I adore this film. And it, like I said, I think it made it into my top 20, like, favorite films. But
of all time?
I think so. We need to do that. Like, the top 25 favorite movies of all time.
I'll get to writing on it.
So we're done talking about this movie, and I want to talk about more. But
I would say top 20 Nick Cage movies.
Right.
Like, not of all time. No fucking way. Not for me personally.
I need to take a potty break. I have to pee so fucking bad, and I still have some things to talk about. So I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back.
All right, dude. You can edit it all out later.
Oh yeah, I know. I just like have to pee so fucking bad, but I still want to talk about Mortal Kombat. Babe.
You can use that for it, Greg, when you're listening later. You can use my Mortal Kombat intro. I'm pretty sure we can't get sued. Get over here. Flawless victory.
Sorry about that.
Good, bro.
You're not on like a time crunch, are you?
I do have to get my kids. They got school and shit tomorrow, but
What time?
what time do they have school?
No, what time do you need like have to get them?
Oh, around 6-ish.
Okay.
It's like 5:30 something.
I just wanted to make sure. I don't want to keep you.
No,
too long.
dude. Ah, you know I love doing this shit, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Being a father sometimes, just
I don't know the feeling.
have to curb my fun sometimes. But,
I get it.
so anyways.
And we're back. And so you were going to leave this one to one of your picks, but we talked before we hit record and you're like, we can just go ahead and talk about it real
Yeah,
quick.
because I got a lot of similar feeling when I watched this that I did when I watched Godzilla vs. Kong.
Mm-hmm.
Like the kid in me was so stoked for this movie because I'm thinking, because I even like the shitty first one in the 90s. I liked that Mortal Kombat. I went to the theaters and saw it. I remember all the comics I was reading. Like the cover was or the movie poster was the back cover of your comic for a while.
Right.
So I remember that, and it was shitty. Like I watch it now, it's like, holy fuck, this is bad. Annihilation is even worse. It's almost unwatchable.
I was talking to my brother. We're talking about Mortal Kombat, obviously. I was talking to my brother about this, and I was saying there are two franchises that can put out movies that I will always watch no matter what. That is Jurassic Park.
Fuck yeah.
Because I will always watch dinosaurs on screen, no matter how bad the story is. I want to see fucking dinosaurs.
Sure.
Mortal Kombat. Live action. Like, I don't care about the animated Mortal Kombat, but live action Mortal Kombat, you can put anything on screen and I'm going to watch it because as a kid, I was obsessed with this franchise. I played it all up until like Mortal Kombat 4, and that's when I kind of fell off. But 1, 2, 3, I played obsessively.
I have the first two Mortal Kombats on Super Nintendo.
Brag
and
about
Sega.
it.
And Sega.
So, I love the first one. I love Annihilation. And I love this fucking movie.
Really?
I heard a lot of people online being like, it's not that good, da-da-da-da-da. I love this fucking movie. And you seem reserved, like you don't care for it.
No.
You said Annihilation was better, and I like...
No. Fuck
if
no.
I had
the first one's better.
I had to grade them, well, between the two. The first Mortal Kombat, this one, and then like Annihilation.
Oh, no, this is by far the best fucking Mortal Kombat we've ever seen. Let's not get that twisted at all.
No, the original.
Oh, you're you're high. What's in that fucking glass right now, bro? Are you shitting me? Have you watched that fucking thing?
I've watched it
in the last 25 years. No, you have not.
I watch it regularly.
No,
Fuck you.
No
I
fucking
love
way,
that
dude.
movie,
bro. That's the whole thing. That was why I was so excited for it, bro. Mortal Kombat movie in 2021.
Right.
All the shit I've seen in the last 2 years, bro. I watched fucking Darkseid, Omega Beam, Aquaman and shit, dude. Like, I watched fucking King Kong and Godzilla duke it out on the fucking screen.
All right.
Tons of movies breaking boundaries of CGI. I said, it is the right time for this. We deserve this. And then when they were like no-name fucking actors, I was like, that kind of sucks, but fuck, well, like I can live with that. They're trying to get some new guys, some new blood.
Right.
And they watched the trailer, and the trailer's fucking epic, bro. And
well, because the trailer puts all the like best parts of the movie in it, which you shouldn't do.
Yeah, they kind of fucked themselves on that one a little bit, but I don't feel like they gave too much away. Like you kind of like knew where you were at in the movie by the trailer.
Yeah, but there were certain fights where like, oh, I know how this is gonna end.
Yeah.
But anyway, regardless, so you didn't like it that much?
No, it's not even that, bro. The action, the choreography, the martial arts part of it, the powers, all that, fucking great, dude.
Right.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Plot, how you bring the story together.
Don't give a shit about plot.
I get that, man, and I'm with you to a certain extent, bro. But like, it has to be at least fucking cohesive. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, first of all, Mortal Kombat has one of the richest and biggest rosters of characters.
Yeah, 100%.
And they had to make up a guy who literally his power was putting a fucking Under Armour winter sleeve on, bro. Like, are you kidding me, dude?
The only gripe I have about his power is it wouldn't work in game. Like if you put his character in game, I don't think it would work that well.
They literally just made him Jax, but with fucking bronze armor, pretty much.
Well, his whole thing is like he absorbs energy and then uses it against you. And
he's
that
Black
would be,
Panther.
Yeah, basically. But I just don't think it would work in game. I think that's where they kind of fumbled the ball.
Dude, he's supposed to be Scorpio's fucking great grandson, bro. Show me a fucking thing shooting out of his hand, dude.
I really thought he was going to be Scorpion. Like,
dude, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, maybe this is just the first part of the armor, and then when he gets into it with Sub-Zero, it'll transform the whole thing.
Okay, I was kind of on the same page with you.
Yeah.
But then I seen like Scorpion actually came from
that's
hell.
What we get. This is what we get.
Okay, that's the only gripe is like I don't think it would work in game, but I didn't absolutely hate it because I love the.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I didn't agree with the choice of making that fucking guy the main character. Like, that guy was the whole. He wasn't a great actor, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
he wasn't charismatic.
He could fight. You know what I mean? And obviously that's why they gave him the part. And, you know, he looks like a badass.
Yeah, but he was not charismatic at all.
He could not act for
You know who they should have made the main character? Fucking Kano, because he stole every scene.
I was just about to say he was my favorite part of that fucking movie, bro. That Australian. And dude, they made Liu Kang a bitch, bro. I don't like it. The guy that played Liu Kang in the first two was fucking awesome. I love that guy.
But he was the main character.
And I get that. And I'm not, I mean, obviously, why the fuck wouldn't you make Liu Kang the main character, bro? But
right.
Like, whatever. Old girl that played Sonya Blade wasn't very great. I like the guy that played Jax. I think he did an alright job.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
Fucking Raiden. That guy was literally the only actor I recognized in this fucking movie, bro. The guy that played Raiden. He did a great job.
I just wanted to see the original Raiden from the first movie.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's another one, man. I was really at least happy that they didn't whitewash the fuck out of this one, bro.
I get it. Like, I'm glad they didn't whitewash him, but I love the original. What's the actor's name?
It's fucking Highlander, bro.
Highlander. He did such a great job as Raiden that I just want to see him play Raiden for the rest of his life.
And then they fucked my boy up, dude. The one from Warriors and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Forget his name.
The thing is
the bad guy from 48 Hours.
Right. The thing is the people from the first Mortal Kombat were so charismatic. Everyone was so charismatic. Everyone brought their like A game.
I can already hear Mick screaming out that dude's name
I know, right?
That we didn't remember. How do you not remember so and so?
You know, I was gonna say, like, I was talking to my brother about something, and he's like, "What's their name?" And just like my everything blanks. Do not ask me what somebody's name is because I will not be able to tell you.
Man.
Like, besides my wife and like you, I won't be able to remember their name. I don't know why my brain works this way, but it does. So unless I look it up, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think the problem is that everyone was so charismatic from like the first Mortal Kombat that you didn't get that charisma from a lot of these characters. But
the big difference is you were a fucking child when the first one came out.
I will still put that shit on.
And it's
By
wonder.
the way, who
It's
stole my Mortal Kombat movies? Come to my house and I will fight you because I can't find it and I don't know where it's at. And it's making me mad.
I can promise you it wasn't me.
I had the
I have one of them.
I had Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation on like a double feature kind of thing.
I think everybody does. That's how they sold it.
Right. I can't find it in my collection. And it's making me mad because I was going to watch it before I watched this.
Oh, dude, in the fucking Cabal, bro. They make Cabal just look like...
Cabal was amazing.
Dude, they make Cabal look like fucking Scarecrow from Arkham City, bro.
They do, but he looks amazing, and I love that they put Cabal in this because Cabal does not get enough love.
He was the best villain, for sure.
100%.
I didn't like how they made the dude from fucking Dark Knight, Sung Shu. I didn't like that shit at all. The guy that originally played him, that dude was a great fucking villain, man.
He was, yeah.
He was the best part of the old Mortal Kombat. Him and Liu Kang were the best part of those movies.
That harpens back to what I was saying is the charisma that they brought to screen. Because Shang Tsung now was kind of like...
Your soul.
Yeah, it was so good. And I wish you could bring those actors to this movie because it would make it just that little bit better. Icing on the cake.
A lot better.
I wouldn't say a lot better.
Oh, yeah, and then I love the guy that played Scorpion. Like, that guy's been in movies.
He's been great,
He's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, Sub-Zero did, like... I was going to say... He is Sub-Zero.
They made such a fucking dick in this one, bro. Like, why do you have to be such a fucking... I get it, he's a heavy, but like, why does he have to be the... Fucking froze that baby in her mom, in his mom. Like, 5 minutes in, I'm like, holy fuck. And I'm watching it with my son.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I figured there was going to be some gore and shit, but like, this is fucking brutal, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, buddy, it's just fake. It's make-believe, you know? And I don't think he liked it at all.
Really?
He liked some of the fights, but he
overall didn't care. He doesn't play Mortal Kombat though, does he?
I mean, we've played it and shit. Like he likes fighting games. Like we play Smash Brothers and we play Injustice. Like he likes that. We play those together. But I played him in Street Fighter. Like I've tried putting fighting games like 1v1s on and stuff. Mm-hmm. But he loves Pokemon right now. That's like all he cares about.
Yeah.
I've seen Detective Pikachu about 37 times.
That's a good one.
It's all right. Ryan Reynolds, he did the best he could. Like,
I don't think I've seen it since the one time, but I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, the Pokemon aspect of it looked great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was great. But I just think it's tough to make a video game movie, period.
Have you seen Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah, shitty.
The podcast is over. We are no longer doing more with cinema.
You've known this forever, bro. I don't think that movie's that great.
Scott Pilgrim is top 10 favorite movies of all time. Probably top 5.
I would almost give you my copy. That's how much I don't give a shit about
fucking love
that
Scott
movie.
Pilgrim.
You don't even have the good McCulkin in there, dude. Like, it's...
Get out of my face. So... I don't know. I loved Mortal Kombat, and there's a lot of Easter eggs planted throughout this movie.
That was
and
cool.
If you're a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan, you pick up on these little Easter eggs that they put in the movie.
Like I said with Kong and Godzilla, man, the nostalgia, the child in me, you know what I mean? Like that is all was at 10s. You know what I mean? Like I said, the CGI was beautiful. The choreography was beautiful, man. Like it filled all those needs. Like it checked all those boxes. But
you could probably watch like a supercut of all the fights and be happy.
Yeah, honestly, bro, that's what this movie feels like. It's gonna be a clip movie on YouTube.
Yeah.
Know?
Okay. Gripes is I don't think the actors were that charismatic.
I do think they could have did a better job in the actor process.
Right. If everyone could have been on Kano's level, it'd have been I think a lot more people would like this movie. Also, the new character, like, I like the idea of bringing in a new character, but you could have made him, like, cooler.
A more, you got to have a better actor in that role. If you're going to go in a whole new direction, you got to have Mark Wahlberg. You got to have somebody like that, bro. For real, though. Like
John Cena.
Dude, you got to have somebody that people are going to be like, oh, fuck, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Even someone excited for it, not just a no-name.
Yeah.
But I don't even think it was the actor's fault. I think it was like the powers, quote unquote, that they were going to give. You know what kind of pissed me off is they didn't give him a finisher. They should have given him a finisher. Like when they took out Sub-Zero, instead of being Scorpio being like, oh, I'll handle this kind of thing. No, let him take over and give his like fatality. That would have been like icing on the cake.
That was the best part when he used the old school fucking Scorpion finisher, bro. He pulls the mask off and hits him with the Hellfire, dude.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Like, I loved it, but
I learned to control them.
But he's not the main character. Yeah.
No, dude, it would have been a much better fucking movie if he'd have been the main character.
Yeah, and I don't argue that.
If he would have just broke out of hell and that's the movie, and just fucking hell bent on, just killing everybody, that would have been a way better movie.
I do love the part in the original one whenever Scorpion brings Sub-Zero into hell and they fight in hell. Yeah, that's so cool. I love that scene so much. But yeah, I don't know. I loved it. Everyone talks shit on this movie and I really like it. I'm going to go back and watch it a few more times.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it another watch eventually, but like first watch, first review, I'm going 6.
Although I did have to say Goro looks like...
I thought he looked better than he did in the other one.
He does, but he also looks like the Incredible Hulk desaturated with extra arms.
I kind of got a whatchamacallit, a Scorpion King, The Rock.
Yeah.
You remember? I kind of got that vibe.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was close.
No, yeah. I get it. But I'm saying the texture and the head shape.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got this left over from that. You just throw some new face on it. It'd be all right. Throw on a couple arms. Cool.
Yeah. I just got very Hulkish vibes. I wish they would kind of given him his own little, I don't know. I loved it. I recommend it. But the thing is Mortal Kombat's one of those things, like if you love Mortal Kombat, you've probably already seen it, so.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And like I said, I knew I was going to watch it, and I was excited for it. Like I said, it's by far the best Mortal Kombat movie I've ever seen.
No, it's not.
But
second best. The original Mortal Kombat will forever be the best Mortal Kombat.
Because the kid in you, it's like how Space Jam will always be the best basketball movie to me, but like... it's not a good movie. Like it's not a well acted movie, man. Like
No, it's not gonna win any awards,
right. It wouldn't even win a fucking Razzie. Like well, Space Jam wouldn't. This could maybe do something. Like I feel like it could win something for special effects or something like that.
No,
maybe.
that's
like,
where it couldn't win because the special effects were fucking god awful.
No.
Remember when he turns into the fucking dragon? It looks terrible.
He does it. He's controlling the fire dragon. I thought.
Oh, are you talking about the new one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Special effects. I mean, there's a couple of parts where I'm like,
That I kind of wish that they would have been. That I wish he would have been. That he would have turned into the fucking dragon again. That was cool.
Yeah. I mean, I did like what they did with it.
And that's what he did in the. That's what he did in the video game, which makes it awesome. He turned into the dragon and fucking eat somebody. Like that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
I kind of wish
it was a cool little spin on it. He makes the dragon out of fire.
Yeah.
So I told my son, I was like, he's gonna turn into a fucking dragon. Watch. And then he did the fire dragon. I'm like, that's a dragon. It's a dragon. You know,
you're halfway there. The only gripe that I have with the Mortal Kombat movies is I kind of wish they would play on the alternate fatalities.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, Liu Kang does animality with the dragon, but other ones,
right?
And then the babality, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I would just love to see that. Like someone turn somebody into a baby and be like, babality. Because there was a lot more to the game than
did you like the like when Kung Lao fucking sawed old boy in half? Did you like when he was like flawless victory? I liked the fact that Shang Tsung said that shit in the old one.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing, bro. Like fuck this. There's no tournament in this movie. Fuck that shit.
Okay,
like,
that is another gripe that I have. It is a kind of tournament between good and evil, kind of. But it's not an actual
No, the whole
tournament.
movie, the fucking bad guys are just trying to bushwhack the fucking heroes before they even get trained or anything.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. That is kind of like bullshit that there was no.
We don't win.
But they did set it up for a second one. Maybe.
Yeah, bro. And
if this one can make its money, we can get a fucking Johnny Cage.
This is one of those movies that I feel like is going to get hurt by the fact that because of COVID, because this movie would have, if it would have been a full blast in theaters, you could fill everyone to the rafters like they used to do within game and shit like that, bro. This movie probably would have made a big ass opening weekend.
Oh, 100%.
And then the reviews come out. And then people start telling each other like, yo, bro, like take your kid or whatever.
But the good thing is a lot of people already have the streaming services, so they can already watch it. So I think it has more of a benefit.
I mean, I could be 100% wrong, and I'm sure people would tell me if I am, but I don't feel like streaming got that big until people didn't have the choice.
Oh, 100%.
Because
You're
people
not
like
wrong.
me and you are always going to go before we watch at home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I do realize that times are changing, and like, fuck, some people consider movie theaters fucking artifacts anyways. They're like, bro, you still go to the movies? What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's more of an experience than it is like the only way to watch a movie. And I think whenever the COVID does eventually, like, all the things get lifted, I think theaters will be one of those things that it's like not many people go to like they used to.
I really hope it's not, man. Well, I mean, for one, and another thing that the movie studios kind of gave back to the fans a little bit this year was the fact that you don't have to pay for these movies. You're already paying for that service. Like Disney Plus, y'all motherfuckers make billions on these fucking Star Wars and Marvel, and y'all are still charging me $20 to watch fucking Raya the Last Dragon? What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't disagree with you
Disney's
there.
gave one free movie out, and that was Soul, and it was a cute movie. You know what I mean? My kids like it, and it's got a good message and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only thing they've given away on Disney free. Oh, I mean the series. They have great series. Mandalorian's awesome. I haven't watched WandaVision or Winter Soldier and Falcon, but
I haven't watched any of it.
They say that they're both really good. But other than the series, but dude, HBO Max has already given you Kong vs. Godzilla, the fucking Snyder Cut. If the Snyder Cut was all I got this year, still fucking greatest year of movies, man.
Yeah.
We're getting Suicide Squad in fucking August, dude.
We just got Mortal Kombat.
And I'm pretty sure there's like another 4 or 5 that are going to be out by the end of the year on HBO Max.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Is like HBO is kind of knocking it out of the park when it comes to these big hit movies. Like they're just swinging for the fences.
But what pisses me off, and why I think the only reason maybe movie theaters make the bounce back, and it's kind of them having to do it to themselves, because they're giving you these movies. This year they say it's on us, guys. It's been a tough one for everybody. Enjoy these fucking movies. We paid so much money for you to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? 2021's on us because 2020 was such a shit show. We got you this year. As long as you pay your $20 a month for HBO Max, you ain't never going to run out of new shit to watch.
Yeah.
But starting in 2022, that shit goes out the window. Guess who's at and just like Disney? We're charging you $30 to watch that bitch at the crib.
Yeah.
HBO Max.
I think so too. Which I hope it doesn't get to that, but
no, they've already said that they're definitely doing it. Like,
oh, they are.
Yeah, everybody is. Everybody that's giving anything out at a discount or for the free.
$30 is so much though. Like I get it. Like that Nobody movie. I want to watch it so bad, but I do not want to pay $20 to rent it.
For real, dude. I'm not getting Apple fucking TV for that shit or whatever it's on. Like
right.
I want to watch that Ted Lasso with Jason Sudeikis. So bad, dude, because I love those little snippets they used to do on the Premier League for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to get fucking Apple TV to watch a fucking show. That's just dumb. Like, not for one thing or a shitty Tom Hanks movie. Like,
that's what I was worried about HBO is just getting it for Snyder Cut. But since they've been putting out so many movies, I've been keeping it.
Dude, just their DC fucking library is worth it, bro. I was watching me and my sister were watching Teen Titans yesterday. I watched Super Friends the other day, bro. Tom and Jerry, fucking the Jetsons. Just their archive of cartoons could keep me busy for a year, bro.
Yeah, there's just becoming too many streaming services. I wish. Hopefully one day we'll get a bundle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Disney fucking owns almost everything, dude.
Yeah, and I'm about to cut off Netflix because they're not doing anything.
I'm gonna hold on to Netflix. One, Ozark's about to come back out, and
That's the only reason.
I'm actually looking forward to the Zack Snyder zombie movie. You know,
that's true. He is pretty passionate about it. So
anybody
that's passionate about their projects, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there's a couple more coming by the end of the year on Netflix that'll be worth watching. But
that's the thing, but like on every service, there's something worth watching. And
dude,
it's like
I know you like Melissa McCarthy, right? You like her too?
No, I don't.
You don't like her at all?
No.
Dude, she's just did a fucking movie on Netflix with her and another chick. It's so fucking funny, bro.
Are you serious? I heard that was dog shit.
Thunder Force, dude, I died laughing. I was dying. Me and my wife were fucking couldn't breathe. We were laughing so hard at that movie.
I heard it was dog shit. And it's like
stupid, but it's just like, to me, she is the queen of physical comedy. Like a falling and getting fucked up. Like she is the best at that shit. And the man who's the best at it, even though I hate to fucking admit it, is Kevin James. Kevin James is, nobody takes a shot to the face or falling down except for maybe Justin Long. Well, I could watch Justin Long take dodgeballs to the face all fucking day, bro.
Yeah,
that
Justin Long
hilarious.
is comedy gold, but Melissa McCarthy and no.
I'm talking just about like physical comedy, like you know.
It doesn't make me laugh.
Like
Chevy
Chase used to do it. Like he was good at it.
Right, but I don't like Melissa McCarthy. Like I liked her in what was that one movie?
Bridesmaids.
No, where she was playing.
She's great in Bridesmaids.
I haven't seen it.
Hangover 3.
No, she was the She was the mother of this kid.
Oh, This Is 40.
And was it This Is 40?
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute cameo. You suck, dude.
And that's the only thing that I like her in.
Oh, bro, you're tripping. You ain't seen Identity Thief? That shit is hilarious with her and Jason Bateman. I love that fucking movie, man.
I just don't like her comedy. She's just not for me.
Yeah, man, that's fine. You know.
Yeah.
But I think she's great. Like for as far as like women comedians, she's like up there for me. I enjoy her work.
Yeah, well,
I loved Mike and Molly when she was on TV. I thought that show was good too.
There's never a time that I've seen her that I'm like, oh, I want to keep watching more of her comedy.
Does she have misses? For sure, dude. Fucking Ghostbusters sucked, but that's not just her fault. That's that whole studio's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she got a couple that I'm not like huge fans of, but she's got some fun. She's got some bangers.
Well, she's for the certain person. I'm just not that person.
It's what makes the world go round, bro. Different sticks for different folks.
You know what I have been watching though? Huh? Like I know I'm really late on the game. The Eric Andre show.
I hate that show.
Dude, that shit's so fucking funny.
That dude's just a little too much for me, man.
Dude, he's so fucking funny. I've been watching this show obsessively and my wife's getting mad. She's like, are you seriously watching more of this? And I'm like, it's hilarious.
That's like that fucking John C. Reilly show that's on there too, man. Mm-hmm. Like everything that comes on Adult Swim with actual people is a fucking sideshow. Even the cartoons are getting there, bro. Like, other than Family Guy and Robot Chicken, like, I can't watch any of that shit anymore.
It's ridiculous.
Have you seen that fucking Mr. Pickles shit, dude?
No,
that is like the most demonic fucking cartoon I've ever seen in my life.
I'm gonna have to watch it because
you'll probably love it, bro. Like,
Eric Andre, I just never really like. It's never really been absurdist comedy has never really been my thing.
I'll tell you if I know you feel like it or not. Did you like Super Jail?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never saw Super Jail on Adult Swim? That show was fucked too.
Really?
That and Squidbillies. I didn't like Squidbillies.
There's moments of Squidbillies I liked. I don't like it as a whole, but there's sometimes I was like, it's pretty amusing.
I never liked Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I thought that shit was dumb. I know a lot of people that's their favorite fucking cartoon.
It was pretty funny. Like, it's not like my favorite thing ever, but I'll watch it.
Meatball would crack me up. Yeah, like, he would crack me up. But like Fry and shit, like, he got on my nerves. Yeah, dude. Like, Adult Swim is the goat of fucking terrible shows.
Humor.
Yeah.
Well, Tim and Eric kind of turned me off of absurdist humor because I don't find their typically.
Oh, those guys get on my fucking nerves too.
Yeah, I don't really like them, but the Eric Andre show kind of just like hits a nerve for me, and I don't know what it is, but I think it's fucking hilarious, and I love it.
I just don't think I like his brand of comedy either, though, because like he used to just be like a normal actor or whatever in movies, because like, and then like I don't know what happened, but he just started saying fuck it, like I'm just gonna do what I want.
Well, him and Hannibal Buress did this show, like, under the radar kind of thing, and then Adult Swim came across it, and they're like, hey, we'll give you a bunch of money to do this on Adult Swim, so that's kind of what happened.
I do like Hannibal Buress.
I fucking love his stand-up. If you have not heard Hannibal Buress stand-up, it is one of the best. He's top 5 favorite comedians, stand-up comedians.
Well, I'm not giving him that, but I do enjoy a couple of his specials.
I love his fucking apple juice bit is one of my favorite.
Ooh, that bits. Is a great fucking topic, bro. Real quick before we wrap it up, dude. Top 5 favorite stand-up comedians. No particular order. Just give me 5.
Tom Segura.
I knew that.
Hannibal Buress.
Okay.
George Carlin.
Okay. You getting into some hitters?
Bill Burr.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I don't know who I'd put as.
If you don't fucking say this guy, we might fight, dude.
Probably John Mulaney.
You're an asshole.
Why?
How the fuck do you not put Dave Chappelle on that fucking list?
Oh,
bro?
fuck,
dude. Who are you, bro?
I guess I don't know.
Jesus, dude.
Dave Chappelle, yeah.
Dave Chappelle's number 1 for sure. In my opinion.
He is one of the most talented stand-up comedians.
Here you go, bro. 5.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, and in this order: Eddie Murphy, Robin Williams. Number 5. This is tough. Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, yeah.
And he just got into the top 5. It used to be whatchamacallit, what's his name? Oh shit, dude. I fucking he's not a big time guy, but I just like his shit because he does so good voices.
Yeah.
Ari Spears, I like Ari Spears a lot, but Frank Caliendo, I used to love Frank Caliendo when I was younger. His John Madden impression used to fucking crack me up, man.
Gabriel Iglesias used to be,
yeah,
but then I realized he's telling the same jokes over and over.
I used to like Ralphie May, but the way he would do his stand-up, like, I know that he didn't talk like that in real life, but his delivery on stage kind of got that southern twang and all that, and it get on my nerves after a while.
Oh, you know what? Really?
I got to put Carlin in the 5, bro. I just feel bad. Like, Bill Burr and George Carlin are like a tie for 5, even though most people would kill me for saying that. But
no, I fucking messed up my list, and I need to redo it. Tom Segura, Bill Burr. I mean, well, yeah, Bill Burr. The fuck, we were just talking about him. Hannibal Buress, Mitch Hedberg.
Oh yeah,
how did I not forget? How did I forget Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah, that's that. Like, I mean, I like Mitch Hedberg, but like, he's definitely that's your guy.
Mitch Hedberg is definitely
his style of comedy is very like, you love that shit or you don't.
Yeah, like, definitely.
Robin Williams live on Broadway was one of my favorite stand-ups. Still is one of my favorite stand-up specials of all time. Eddie Murphy, Delirious. Love that fucking stand-up. That's one of my favorite stand-ups. Richard Pryor live.
Yeah,
on the
but have you
Sunset Strip.
seen Delirious lately? It like some of the jokes.
I watched it
didn't-
last week. It's hilarious.
Some of
give a
those
shit.
jokes didn't age well.
Oh yeah, I still care. It's still hilarious. The one about Mr. T, that
Yeah.
is too fucking funny, dude.
Right. Yeah, but he has a lot of homophobic jokes
Dude, that
in
shit.
there.
I mean, it's shitty, but it's still funny though, bro. Like, he's like, you could do things with a gay person. You know, you could play tennis with a gay person. After the game, you say, hey man, I'm gonna go get a beer. I'm gonna go suck some dick. Well, I'm gonna see you later. That shit is funny, bro. What are you saying? I'm saying, and then he goes, you know, did your wife, you know, they have these gay friends and then they go out dancing with the gay friends. And that's what I find still funny about it because of how ignorant people were back then. He goes, and then they give their, you know, girlfriends give themselves a little kiss, a little point, and then they go home with the AIDS on the lips.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the homophobic, like.
That shit is hilarious because he follows it up even better. He goes, then you get the doctor's office and your doctor's like, he said, Mr. Johnson, you have AIDS. I say, AIDS, but I'm not homosexual. Sure, you're not homosexual. That shit is funny, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
It just didn't age well for me.
maybe it makes me an asshole, but like, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
And then just like the thing about Mr. T, like, hey boy, hey boy, look at my cute in them jeans.
I'm just a fan of delivery, and Tom Segura is one of the best delivery jokes
Dude,
I've
like,
ever heard.
When I listen to Tom Segura's stand up, like I hear a lot of your humor in it because like the way he breaks a joke down and stuff, like it reminds me of you.
Yeah, I notice I get that. I have that same kind of, and I don't know why. Like,
Whenever I see him and fucking Bert Kreischer together, I was like, that's me and Greg if we were successful.
I know, right?
Two bears in a cave. I was like, yeah, that's about us, dude. Like,
Yeah.
just two bearded guys hanging out talking
Right.
shit.
If you were a little bit more of an idiot and I was a little bit smarter, we could be on their level. But
yeah, if I had only went to Russia for 2 years, bro, I'm telling you, I would be the machine instead of him.
Yeah, whenever I think about this a lot, whenever I'm because I'm doing the selecting thing, and whenever somebody passes me, I just want to be like, hey, save some pussy for the rest of us.
Look, a big dick in a locker room. Not that I've ever been that, but I know the energy, you know?
Right. And I noticed I have that same like delivery humor as like Tom Segura.
Yeah.
Like that one dude, like looked like he just dropped some pallets.
I've been flying choppers about 32 years.
Oh my God. Fucking Mick sent me a compilation video. Of Steven Seagal. And he's like, we have to do an episode on this guy because he's so like ridiculous and arrogant. But he said a week after his birthday, he wants to get together and do the what is it called? Red Rabbit Drive-In.
Yeah. Red Rabbit, yeah.
He wants to get us together and do that. So we need to align
So
schedules.
So down, dude.
Yeah, I figured you would be. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, you working nights is the thing. It has to be a day you're off.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I can do it. It just might have to be in the afternoon type of deal. But
We'll figure it out.
most days I am available.
Yeah. But we'll figure it out. We'll get together and do it because it'll be a fun
This is a fucking great episode today, bro.
It's a long episode. We're at almost an hour 30.
Fuck them, bro. I love it, dude. I hope y'all listened all the way through. Like, we gave y'all heat today, man. Had a
Right.
great discussion on a movie.
We talked about Mandy for almost an hour.
Dude, I wanted to let you know that, like, I knew you you thought I was going to fucking hate it, but I really didn't hate it, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
That's the
'cause-
hardest 6.95 I've ever given, honestly. I wanted it to be a 7 so bad.
Oh, what are you giving me in rebuttal?
Oh, I'm giving you City of God, man, which
Yeah.
is actually a fantastic fucking movie.
I heard it was pretty good. I've been wanting to watch it. I just haven't got around to doing it, so I'm excited.
I watched this movie on a fucking fling, dude. I came home from doing something. It was like 1 a.m, fucking HBO or something like Cinemax, some shit like that.
Yeah.
City of God, what's this? And I click on it, and I just caught it like a minute in.
Mm-hmm.
Watched it all the way through. Stayed up till like 4 a.m. It was fucking fantastic.
I remember whenever this movie came out, all my reviewer people that I follow were just like in love with this movie.
Never heard of it. Never knew anything. Don't recognize a fucking soul in the movie.
Mhm.
Still a great movie.
Yeah. You just gave it to me because you like it.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it, but like, and it kind of sticks in my genre, bro. It's a gangster movie.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's
I didn't know
showing
that.
you, and like it'll make you ever think twice about going to fucking Brazil. Promise you that.
I believe
Well,
that.
certain parts of Brazil.
Right.
And the craziest thing about the whole fucking movie, it's based on a true story.
Is it really?
And it shows you the news clips in the movie are like, you know, like based on real news clips. And then at the end of the movie, it shows you the real news clips.
Shit.
Shows you all the characters, what they were like in real life. And the actors did a phenomenal job. Like, I can't speak highly enough about this movie.
I'm super interested. Well, next time we'll be talking about City of God.
See y'all later.
Later.